Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are unboxing a brand new deck that I just got from a wonderful viewer. Today we are looking at the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg. Already looking at this box, it looks really cool. I love the gold foil, all the neat little gold details on here. As you can see, the art is by Yuri Shakov. I love that this is right away. We see Russian Tarot, made in Italy by US game systems. I don't know why that really makes me laugh. I got such a kick out of that. So let's see what it says here. The complete deck of 78 cards by Russian artist Yuri Shakov, renowned for lacquer miniatures and flawless depictions of Russian folk and fairy tales. Ooh, that's gonna be cool. The miniature paintings in stunning color are framed within an oval border against a black field and are reminiscent of the Imperial Fabergé eggs. The Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg is a treasure of symbolism combined with the richness of superb art. Okay, that's cool. This is the back of the box. It's showing us the Sun card. I actually really am in love with these tiny details. I love like these floral patterns. That does look very like traditional. It does look like Russian traditional folk art, which is neat. Here's an interesting view of the sun's face. I think it's kind of funny looking and maybe a little terrifying. And the baby on this horse, look at those muscles. He's got like full on muscles and like pecs and everything. I don't know, that's weird. But anyways, otherwise the art is really beautiful. I love how they did the horse. I love the sunflowers. Without any more delay, let's go ahead and open the deck. All right, so as you can see, the cards are wrapped in plastic. The box itself was also wrapped in plastic, but I was so excited I had to take the plastic off. So, oh, here we go. There's the book. That's nice. It includes a book. Most tarot decks do, but you would be surprised. There are one or two out there that actually don't. Okay, so I got to figure out how to, here we go. Here's how we get it. So this is fun, unwrapping a new deck together, everybody. Okay, and now I have to exercise some really strong self-control because I have a crazy habit of shuffling the cards as soon as I take them out of the packet. Whether they're old cards I've used millions of times or they're like brand new. So we're gonna be very careful not to shuffle these. I wanna look at them. I guess title card must be. Oh, look at the backs. Oh my goodness, those are pretty. Those are really nice. Okay, so this one is about the artist in memoriam Yuri Shakov, born Baku, USSR, July 15th, 1937. Renowned Russian artist famous for lacquer miniatures. Okay, we already looked at all of this. That was kind of printed on the side of the box, but it goes on to say Yuri Shakov received his art education in Moscow and Palach. His work is exhibited in private collections and many museums, including the Hermitage Museum in St. Petersburg. The Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg was Yuri Shakov's final commission prior to his untimely death on March 10th, 1989. And then we have here who he dedicated the deck to. Yeah, the backs of these cards, these really are pretty. All right, first we got the Fool. I'm actually loving these. Now, I don't know very much about Russian like history or their mythology or their folk tales or anything like that. So, I mean, if some of you guys in the comments are aware of what some of these fairy tales are, you should share what you know because I would love to know. But this one's really cool. I actually love how bright and vivid all of these cards are. I wonder if we're gonna zoom in here. I can't really see what it says on her paper. I wasn't sure if those were just like, you know, how some people draw, you know, writing from a distance is just squiggles. I don't know if that's what that was. It almost looks like Cyrillic though. Just like really squiggly looking Cyrillic. I don't know. Oh, here we have the Empress card. Right away, I just love how bright all of these are. Like the background is black, but it just makes everything else pop. Like, look how gorgeous that is. And yes, of course, we have in the background the, somebody tell me what the actual word for this is. If you know what they're actually called, tell me in the comments. But you know those Russian churches, they have the onion-shaped dome things on them. What are those called? I don't know, but we see those in the background. The Hierophant. He looks kind of like he's wearing a quilt or something, but each little patch on his outfit has its own little design on it. I like the depiction of these angels up here with the many sets of wings and stuff like that. That's kind of neat. You don't actually see that imagery too much in the tarot. Usually the angels and stuff, at least in the tarot decks I've had experience with, angels and stuff look very much humanoid. These ones, I don't know if they look similar to like biblical depictions of angels, but they just look really unique. I like those. Oh, this is a cute card, the Lover's card. Look at I can't get over the faces on things like the sun and the moon. Like the sun looks happy and the moon looks like, the moon looks kind of cranky or something. Or he's just like, I know what they're gonna do in a few minutes or something, I don't know. That's probably inappropriate. But, oh, look at, we got little sheep and goats or something in the background. A lot of similar imagery to like the regular traditional Rider-Waite tarot. We have the tree branch here and the snake climbing up. That's very, very common imagery on the Lover's card. I'm loving this Chariot card too. I like how this artist did horses. I mean, his horses look really interesting and unique here, but I love like they're really beautiful, detailed. I don't even know what half of the horse, what the hell do you call that? Like tack, I guess, horse equipment. How detailed and pretty some of these are. Look at all like the beads. This must have taken forever for this guy to paint. So far, everything on here, I mean, all of these, they all seem to be written in English. I wonder if this is just like translated. I wonder if the, you know, original Russian tarot by this guy, I wonder if he had written all this stuff initially in Cyrillic or something. That would have been kind of neat too. But I understand why they would translate it. Not everybody can read Cyrillic. I can read Cyrillic, but it doesn't always mean I understand what I'm reading. I like this Hermit. This card almost always has him holding a lamp with like a little star, a little light in there. I like this one too. They kept the wheel from the regular Rider-Waite tarot. The wheel imagery with it looks like, I don't know if these look like Hebrew letters. I'm not really sure what kind of letters are on this one. I know in the other tarot, or yeah, the other tarot decks, usually it's like Hebrew or something, but they did keep that same imagery. They kept the snake, they kept the angels around it. We have the Justice card. We have the typical imagery of her holding the sword and the scales. I cannot get over how cute these little floral designs are, like on her, I want to call that a headscarf, but I don't know what that's actually called. Oh, look at this. Okay, I love this Hangman one. It looks like there's a peacock or something in the tree. I love how beautiful that is. And there's all the apples and stuff are falling out all over him. But yep, just like every other Hangman card I've seen, he's kind of tied up by his leg there. Ooh, this one is neat. Okay, I like this Death card. It's got the skull and the helmet. It's just the signs of everything coming to an end. This is just the way that it is. The other decks I've seen usually have like living people begging the skeleton figure, the death figure, you know, to spare them or to spare someone, but that's not even present on this card. This card just, it goes right to the point. It's unavoidable. Change is unavoidable, that is. This one's pretty. Temperance is always one of my favorite cards. Ooh, this Devil card. Oh my gosh, look at this guy. He is built. He is like, wow. You know what is interesting? The artist made him look a lot like Stalin, which I guess maybe says quite a bit about the time period in which this deck was created initially. But that is like unmistakably Stalin's face and his mustache. I like that they gave him this devil figure though. For some reason, he has eyes instead of nipples. What is this? What is this? And they gave him tattoos and stuff. That's kind of neat. I don't understand the nipples for eyes or the eyes for nipples or whatever. But I do see they have the other parts of this imagery. They have the two people chained up. The devil card or the devil figure here is holding the chains, kind of like controlling them. Okay, so that one was actually particularly interesting. I'm gonna have to maybe, I don't know if it will explain anything in the book about some of the imagery, but I'm gonna have to do some research, figure out why they drew eyes on his chest. Oh, this one is different. Instead of the tower, it's the falling tower. Same diff though. Same imagery as other tarot decks. You can see the fire hitting the tower, the people flying out, and I'm seeing their belongings are all flying out with them. That's kind of neat. I don't think that's present in lots of other decks. The crown, you can see the crown flying off the tower, and you can see it looks like the sun or something here. It looks really angry and it's like blowing fire. It's had enough of these people's bullshit, apparently. Okay, so that one was pretty cool. We got the star. This one's pretty. I like her little pink dress that she's got. This one is actually also interesting because she's fully clothed. Usually the figure on the star card is nude. So that's neat to see her wearing a little dress. The moon. Look at that face. Look at the face on that moon. That is like judgmental. If I ever saw it, that looks like a disapproving stare if I ever saw one. That's really, really funny. I don't know if he intended the moon to look like that. Probably though, because this guy, very, very talented artist. We got the dogs here howling as you usually see. It's funny, you don't usually see a person on the moon card, at least in the decks that I have. So it's cool to see we got one here. Someone is making their way through the darkness. They're trying to figure things out. And we looked at the sun card on the back of the box. I still can't get over how weird the face on the sun looks and just like how jacked that baby is, or that child. Usually it's a child on the horse. Maybe this time it's not supposed to be, but if it was an adult, that's a really tiny adult. I don't know, but still beautiful. I love the sunflowers. We got Judgment. Typical imagery for a judgment card. Usually there are people like being resurrected. This time you actually see them coming out of graves with like plants and stuff all over them. Sometimes you don't get that level of detail, but you do often see these, at least 2 or 3 people standing around for some reason nude. We have the world card. Oh, this one's pretty. Okay, so the world card, yeah, she's nude here. Usually she is nude in other decks. I see we got the angels, we got these different, yeah, angel like with the form of a person, one that looks like a lion, one like a bull, one like an eagle. From what it looks like, the map is focusing, it looks like it's focusing more on like Europe. Probably, makes sense. This is Russian tarot, Russian artist. It would make sense that he would display the planet showing like his home country or his home continent, whatever. All right, so King and Queen of Swords. Those ones are pretty. I love the Queen's really, really long braid. And she looks kind of badass with that giant sword. So I guess we're getting into the minor arcana now. We got Knight of Swords. I really like this. It's still got the imagery of rushing forwards. Usually that's what this card is kind of like about. To sum it up like really, really simply. Page of Swords. I like how they drew the page. I like how this artist did faces and they made like his clothes or her, his or her, I'm not really sure, but looks so like just kind of plain, but still cute. What else do we got? All right, so we're gonna keep just looking through some of these swords. We got the 10. We got the 9. That one captures the theme of worry and stress and like anguish really, really well. The 8. Being trapped. She's not blindfolded on this one though. That's neat. Usually this figure is blindfolded. The 7. Sneaking, stealing, thieving. The 6. Getting through it. That's a really interesting looking boat that they added, and I love how this artist did the water. Look how pretty, look at all those tiny details. That's gorgeous. Yes, the 5, winning at all costs, but it leaves devastation for others. The 4, this guy looks like that kind of looks like me earlier today, just chilling. Just laying there, just resting. This guy knows what's up. He knows how to have a good weekend. The 3, I like that they included these bells too. Oh, I like this one too. The 2, now she's also not blindfolded, which is an interesting choice. Oh, the Ace has like a really neat, it's got the crown, it's got, somebody in the comments knows what this hat is called. I don't know, but it has the fur lining on it. It looks really warm. It looks really cool. It's got like these castles in the background. I love that. That's pretty. Oh, interesting. Okay, so instead of wands, they've decided to call them clubs. And actually, if you were to look at a regular deck of playing cards, the suits, the clubs, the hearts, the spades, and the diamonds, they actually all line up with the minor arcana suits. So the clubs here in a regular deck would be representative of the wands in a tarot deck. Let's say the hearts in a regular deck represent the cups in a tarot deck, the diamonds represent the pentacles, and the spades represent swords. So you actually can read tarot with regular playing cards with like minor arcana in mind. So that's kind of cool. They're calling them clubs in this. I think this is the only deck I have where they're not actually called wands. We got the Queen of Wands. Oh, I like this one. She's making something, or it looks like she's embroidering something. She's very creative. I like that they still kept that creative energy on that card. We got the 10 of clubs. It looks like this is definitely the overburdened card. He had a whole bunch on his shoulder. It looks like he just dropped a bunch, or he has to pick up more. The 9. He's got to drag all the stuff around behind him. I like the 8 here. They kept the imagery similar to the traditional Rider-Waite with the sticks flying through the air. But this time they put some beautiful castles, or it looks like a really cute little village in the background. Six of clubs or wands, the Victory. Similar imagery to other decks with the horse here and the celebrations. The 5, conflict. These guys, they look more like they're just playing or something. But the 5 of wands can describe, you know, friendly competition, or it can describe full-on conflict. 4 of wands, peace and harmony. Oh, I love that, even like a little rainbow in the background behind them. They just have a nice, harmonious, like home life, it looks like. And 3 of wands, there's that ship coming in. This is always one of my cards of wands, ships coming in. The thing that they are waiting for is finally coming to them. The 2 of wands here. He looks like quite proud holding them out on either side. Oh, I love the garden imagery. And it's interesting, these clubs, they have I guess they're actual like weapons, clubs. They even got the spikes on the end. Now we get into cups. This King of Cups is interesting. Most King of Cups cards do have like some crazy water or something crazy in the background happening where the king is just sitting all nice and chill. We don't know what is happening in the background here, but I guess the meaning still stands. I also like to think with this darkness in the background too, it's like he's still just relaxed. He's not really bothered. Queen of Cups. Oh, look at that. She's got flowers in her cup. That's cute. That's pretty. There's that Knight of Cups. There's the horse showing off. The Knight of Cups, he's always like the charming guy, the charming young man, or the one that is gonna like come and sweep you off your feet or really come and impress you. So that works perfectly for that card. Page of Cups, I love that they still included the fish jumping out of the cup. Most decks do have that kind of imagery or something similar to that. Oh, I like this one. The Ten of Cups, the happy family. Look at the cups kind of form a rainbow. You can see on each end, they have that little spectrum there. And then we have the couple, they're happy, they're holding hands, they look really proud. And then we have the little kids playing in the background. Nine of Cups, this guy looks like he's, well, his shelves full of cups are full. He looks pretty satisfied with himself. Eight of Cups, we have that same moving on imagery. The moon looks a little bit sad here in this one. The moon's like, are you sure you gotta go? Well, okay, fine. The Seven of Cups, all about confusion. This guy has got some ragged looking clothes, like maybe he's just been through a lot. I love that each cup has little things inside of it. It looks similar to the Rider-Waite imagery, where one had a dragon, one had a human's face, one had like jewels, one had flowers, one had a snake, one had a palace, and I love that they just took and adapted it so the palace is like a traditional Russian palace. Six of Cups, these two getting along. Look, I love how this guy did flowers. Oh my god, they're so gorgeous. Okay, the Five of Cups, he's sad. He spilled 3 of them. He's still holding one. He's got another one upright. Four of Cups. There it is with the hand offering the cup. The guy in this one, in the traditional Rider-Waite, the Four of Cups guy just looks really bored. In this one, he actually looks like, ugh. No, I don't want another cup. I already have 3. Ugh. I love this Three of Cups. These women partying, dancing, celebrating. Two of Cups, they still have the same lion and snake imagery as most traditional tarot Two of Cups have. Ace of Cups is interesting. This one, it doesn't have like a hand holding the cup or anything like that, or anything even coming out of the cup. Usually that's like overflowing emotion. But up here you can see we have a guy on a horse. He's holding his cup. Okay, Pentacles. These ones are called coins in this deck. That's neat too. Pentacle, coin, same diff. They're depicted as coins in lots and lots of tarot decks, so that makes sense. Yeah, and then Ten of Cups shows kind of like the intergenerational aspect of an extended family. That's one traditional meaning for this card. So it looks like they have the parents, they look like they have a grandparent, and then there's a little child there too. Nine of Cups, security and contentment. She looks like she's in like a beautiful garden. I really like how he did these leaves and stuff around her. Eight of Cups, this guy's busy working. I'm not sure what he's doing there. He looks like maybe he's like a blacksmith or something. He's busy. They captured the energy of that one really, really well. Seven of Cups. This guy is also busy working, but he's starting to see the progress, I think, of his work. I think that's what this one is trying to talk about. Six, we have the card, that gift of charity kind of. The five, there are people here struggling. They have really worn clothes, all torn up. They look kind of sad. They look like they need a little help. So that sums up Five of Pentacles perfectly. Four of Pentacles, this guy is, I like this one. He's holding these pentacles really close to him, and he's trying to put them in this chest, keeping it locked down. Three of Pentacles. Working together, collaboration. The two, this one's neat. Usually he's depicted with one in each hand, but this time he's just kind of looking at both of them, looking at his options. And the last one we have here Ace of Pentacles. I love they have that, maybe it's a phoenix instead of a peacock. That one looks more like a phoenix, but it's gorgeous. I like how he did the cloud here too, multiple colors. This one has the hand holding, it's, that's just weird that Ace of Cups didn't have the hand holding it. Now, as far as the deck itself goes, these cards are really nice. Like, they are thick enough card stock so that I'm not worried about wrinkling them or creasing them on my first use, but they're thin enough, like they're still flexible. I can easily pick them up off the table. Let's see how these shuffle. Now I can shuffle them. Let's see how well they shuffle. New cards are always a little bit more difficult because they are quite slippery. These ones are slippery too. Oop, oop. That shuffled okay. Let's try it this way. Oh, they shuffle really nice like this. Let's do it the fun way one more time. I call it the fun way because I love the noise it makes. Yeah, these are really, really slippery. It's not a bad thing though. As you can see, they have like just a beige sort of border around them. They're not gilded like the box, where you can see the box is actually gilded here, kind of. The sides of the cards aren't, but that's okay. They don't have to be. Sometimes it's just a nice little added touch when they look like that. We're going to just put these little extra cards back in the box. This is the book. It's really, really simple. It gives the regular divinatory meanings of these cards, and then it does give a reversed meaning, which is kind of nice because some people do read reversals, me included. And there you have it, you guys. That is the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg. Thank you to the viewer who sent me those in the mail. I am extremely grateful and appreciative. I can't wait to play with this deck even more. It's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. And I'm glad I could share it with you guys. I hope you appreciate it as much as I do. I can't wait to use it in the future. With that, thank you so much for watching my unboxing video, you guys. And we'll see you again on my channel.